All right, everybody, it is 1:57. Thank you and welcome to the Board of Condemnation and Blight. I'm Pat Mahoney, Chairman from Building.
John Corner, Fire Marshal.
St. Cleary Health Department.
All right, and anybody on the line today? Okay, we do have some, can you guys just state your name and which property you're with?
Okay, my name is Mike Giratano, 104 Stilson, and I'm here about the Stilson property.
Okay.
Emily and Jonathan Green, we are 1658 Stratfield Road, and we're here about 91 Bond Street.
Okay, sir?
I'm David Tetley. I'm not here to represent any specific, well, there's no property on record that I'm,
Sure.
but I just want to see what's going on.
Okay.
I've got one to add.
All right, ma'am, which property are you? Can you just tell us your name and which property you're?
My name is Lisa Shepherd, and it's about the 222 Stilton Road.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna start off,
I'll make a motion to waive the normal order of business to address the properties in question with people in the room.
all right, so can we start with
We
90?
need a second on that.
Oh, second. In favor?
Aye.
Okay, sorry. Let's start with 91 Bond Street.
So, yeah, I just spoke with the current owner Friday and spoke with the proposed buyer today. Gentleman across the street is buying the property. John Taborda
Okay.
is buying the property. He's started mowing the grass. He said they both said they expected the property to be vacant around the 1st of July. And whatever's left over, John said, I'll be taking care of that. And so hopefully we'll have this at least, the current owner said, I'm moving out, I'm gonna be taking stuff, the trailer's gonna go, the car, I'm trying to get somebody to buy it from me. And so, again, we don't, who knows what will happen in 2 weeks, but from what Mr. Taborda said is that he expects to be the owner in a few weeks, and he'll take care of all the issues, as he happens to have been looking at them for years, probably, so. Across the street. So that's the update on 91 Bond. And so we're gonna, based upon that, and, we're gonna continue it for one more month without imposing fines. We are considering imposing fines today, but given that we have some significant action, we feel like that'll only hinder the sale if we do that. Put a lien on the property.
You want a motion to continue?
That's why we give him the opportunity.
You want a motion to continue that?
I don't think we need
No, we
to,
don't need
we'll just continue it for another month, and if there isn't progress, towards the closure or things, we'll reserve that right to find them starting next month. Okay?
You guys have anything you wanna?
No, the sale was so that's positive
Yep,
Good.
movement.
yep, it's good movement, so,
All right.
next one was Stilson.
So let's go to 222 Stilson. So the demo permit, date is 6/19, so they have 4 days. Everything is through. They did poster signage. Basically on the 18th, what I do is I send them a pay request for that. They send it to me. I issue a demo permit, and the property comes down. And then
We're concerned with the possibility of rodents and vermin in such an old decrepit building spilling over during demolition to our property, especially to our pond. So we'd like to know, is there an ordinance or a health code that
So we've
requires people to get a rodent-free certificate?
It's not something we traditionally have done here in the town of Fairfield, that we require an asbestos, inspection be done, and that they've done removed the asbestos and done any clearance on that prior to being done. But, we've been going to the property for
I've never
a while now.
going in and out of there.
We've never seen any kind of activity, even in the area. I mean, you've got a lot of
Lots of activity there.
What kind of rodents are you seeing?
Coyotes.
Well, those are wild. They're not.
Yeah, that's wildlife, not considered.
They're gonna come no matter what. What else?
But isn't it like
We don't know, nobody's been in there, yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it, and we do kind of.
You been inside?
No, I haven't been inside.
No, it's all secured up, but.
Yeah, we're not allowed to.
Yeah, it's, again, we haven't seen any rodent activity going on there, for the time that it's been on the agenda for, it's been a while. And, but, it's, if you've seen.
Can we request that someone go?
Well, we can't do something different for this property that we don't do for every property, unless you're telling me I've seen rats going in and out of the property. If you're telling me that, then yes, we can require that, but in the absence of that, and we'd have to inspect and see it, but we have, again, like I said, we've been going there for years, walking around the property, making sure it's still secure, never seen any kind of rodent activity, wildlife activity,
Yeah,
sure.
wildlife.
I pulled in there and there's deers and there's, other animals going through because it's a beautiful area, and it's quiet. And so, but never any kind of rat activity that we've
We
seen.
have to go inside to maybe to see that? I mean,
Well, there's nothing inside for them, so they're gonna wanna go out
Shelter.
and they get
Well, then
shelter,
you
but
see
they
them
have to
running
come
around,
out.
there's no food in there, they would be in and
Yeah.
out, in and out. If you see rats running around, you say you have a pond,
yes.
then if you have a pond, you would see rats running around your pond all the time.
I can't say that we've.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, if rats are present,
I
they're
was
not.
to say it.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I thank you for being honest, and I did get an email from the owner today and just said, he's, I'm trying to pull it up right now, but he's working on it, he expects to have it down, for some reason it's not updating, but he said basically sometime in early July, he expects to have it down. They're gonna come in, there's gonna be some tree work initially to clear out around the house, the front and the sides, and then they'll come in with the equipment to bring down the house and the structures on the property. And then the plan is just to remove it, at that point, and so.
I think you can understand our concern though, then,
Yep.
knock it down and all of a sudden we're infested
Yeah,
by it.
but, again, the health department, we get complaints of rodent activity all the time, and we've never gotten one around that area. We've never gotten, from behind, you have several restaurants right behind it, there's no activity there. So you've got a lot of potential there, but we don't see that kind of activity. Not saying it couldn't happen,
I
but.
pulled up what Mike is referring to. It's a Google search, and we did, because we wanted to know if there was any codes, and it says that it's enforced through the local municipal ordinances and health codes, that many towns and cities mandate that you hire a licensed pest control professional to treat the property, and provide a rodent-free certificate before the building can be demolished.
Right, but we would have to have, some kind of evidence that you're saying, we can't just tell somebody, hey, now you have to do this based on what you guys think might happen.
Yeah.
If you were to say, hey, every day these rats are coming, I would be down there,
Yeah, we would take care of
Our
it.
hands are only, we can only
We
do
always,
so much.
we always have rodent complaints in the health department, and so we're always dealing with that. And we would deal with it if we got those types of complaints. But again, it's something we haven't done related to demolition.
That's not your standard, that's
It's
what.
not our
No,
standard
no,
practice, and so we
we
can't require it for one owner, when there's no reports of activity, even from the most
Well, I'm
concerned.
that this place has been blighted for years, and it's clear disregard for the house from the current owner. So God knows what's gone on in there. We don't even know if there's any mold remediation, and we're concerned about mold spores as well, but rodents mostly.
Yeah.
Because the first thing is gonna be to scatter into the neighboring area, which is our neighborhood.
Understood, yeah, we hear you, but we can't change the procedure unless there's some kind of evidence.
Could it come down?
Can we ask you maybe just take a walkthrough, before he starts demolishing, would that be?
Again, it would be atypical for us
Yeah, all
to
right.
require him to give us access to the inside of the property. We don't do that for other
Yeah,
demos.
we don't wanna, then we would have to do that on every project.
Yeah.
And should our worst fear come to fruition?
If you see anything,
If
you
you
call
see
us.
road activity, you call the health department, and again, we'll come out, and we sort of look for what's the source, where are the burrows, where's the activity, where's the food source, why are they hanging out there, food, water, and shelter, that's what they want, and so, right now, we're not seeing that activity, so, but if there is, give us a call. We'll take care of it.
All right,
All right, thank you.
we appreciate it, thank you.
Okay.
I guess you want us all to leave?
It's up to you, you're welcome to stay. This is a public meeting, but we've moved you up, so you don't have to listen to it.
All right, thank you, have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, thanks. Sir, are you here for any particular project?
We're here the same thing.
You're here together, okay.
What is the procedure to file a blank,
So there's a form online. You can also have them, they're down in our office, in the health department. I don't know if you have one with you, Andrea, but we're looking. But we have the forms downstairs, and you can just submit it. It has to be a signed complaint. Is there a particular property that you're interested in about, or is this?
Yeah, there's two, and I think you guys have heard one before.
Okay.
I live on Shetland Road.
Shetland.
And there's a home, number 260, that has been abandoned for all 25 years.
260 Shetland?
Yes,
260 Shetland.
and it's been abandoned for 25 years, and I've been there perhaps longer. Phil lives next door.
Okay.
They historically have done what's needed, cut the grass maybe every 2-3 weeks. They currently are storing some old dilapidated construction equipment in the driveway. Further, they do have a dormant vehicle there, which I think is a strategy to meet what I'm told are, blight requirements. I was here just for informative purposes.
Okay.
This home has been
Yeah.
a joke for 25 years
Okay.
on an otherwise very nice neighborhood in Fairfield.
Yeah.
I know the owner, you guys probably do, I don't know her, but
Okay, but it's an unoccupied home, is that what you're saying?
for how long?
25 years.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, they have the forms, you can fill that out, and then we can follow
Is
up.
that a legitimate?
So, abandoned, inoperative, unregistered vehicles falls within
I have
the,
no idea if they're registered.
okay, well, if they, how long have they been sitting there?
Couple months.
A couple months.
No, all
So-
winter that thing is sitting.
So, do you see them move or no?
No.
Okay.
Construction equipment,
Yeah, they
like
got,
backhoes and,
yeah, they got a backhoe on a dilapidated, trailer, that sat there all winter.
So that in and of itself would likely be a zoning violation. So that would fall under blight. So, if there was significant siding missing, roofing missing, holes in the roof, if there was windows broken and boarded up, those are the things that meet the criteria of blight. Graffiti on the sign.
Gutters are falling down, it's a joke. I have a lot of pictures, so we'll follow the proper
Yeah.
procedure. Now, it must be signed by,
A resident, yeah, so.
the
you have to
complaint,
decide.
yeah, we don't take anonymous, just put your name and you put that down and sign it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
happy to sign.
Yep, and,
And then I have another one,
Okay,
and these are my neighbors.
mhm.
yeah,
Burr Street, 960 Burr Street, right before the corner of Burr and Shetland Road. I do have, my guess is it's in an estate, but this one does not take care of their property at all, nothing.
Well, we don't maintain lawns or grass or any of that stuff. Blight doesn't constitute any of that. If it's the home and there's dilapidated windows, siding,
They've got a gutter falling down in the front yard, they have blue tarps on
that's,
the
so
roof
that
that
considered,
is falling down.
that's the part of blight, so you can
so
file.
we
with
can
that.
look at it, we have to see it to determine if it does meet the criteria.
Yep.
And so,
I think I know
typically,
what's that one you're talking.
typically a gutter hanging down isn't, a structural issue, it's,
The tarps would fall.
the tarps would definitely, if there's a roofing issue significant that they're putting tarps on the roof, then,
I mean,
yeah.
we've lived with it, so I heard about this, I go, let me go see how this works.
Yep,
And, it's
Simple
simple,
process.
but I know that that's an
yeah,
opinion.
so the form is on the website, so you can go to the website and do it there. You can go through, the customer service request on the website too, to submit a customer service request and just select blight.
Then you
And
can upload
fill
your
out that
photos.
information there, and you can upload photos there, so that's, if you want to do all that, but, the forms are they on the counter in our office, or?
I don't think they are.
Okay.
Patty can print one out, or I can
Okay,
after the meeting.
yeah. Yep, so if you want to walk downstairs and file them today, that you can do that, and
No,
if not, you can go on the website, and, there's a few ways to do it there.
Okay.
Is the blight criteria posted on the website?
Oh, yeah, you just look up Fairfield Blight Ordinance,
The whole
there's the list of things, but it's, basically dilapidated siding, dilapidated roof, boarded,
Windows.
broken, boarded up windows and doors that are missing.
Oh, I heard somebody else mention, I've looked in the house, so whatever, mold everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
So with the mold, is there somebody living, there's nobody
There's
living.
nobody living there,
So there's nobody living there, and if you can't smell it at the property line, then it's really a non-issue, so
Yeah.
it's not great, if someone was living there, we would question their suitability, to be living in a
Okay.
place like that. But with mold in a house that's vacant, you know, it's unless it's causing a nuisance to someone else, you know, typically you can smell it at the property line, and then, that's when we can act. But short of that,
Okay.
yeah, can't really do anything.
Mhm.
Yeah?
All right, thanks for coming.
Great day.
All right, we gotta make a motion to revert back to original, or do we just?
Nope, we just go.
Okay, so, somebody like to make a motion to accept the minutes of the previous meeting, May 18th?
Make a motion.
I'll
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So, let's see, any new communications?
Other than what we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about, no?
That's what we're on. 218 Roland Road, I have not.
Spoke to the, owner's son today,
Okay.
who was power of attorney, said that they've been struggling to find funds to do it,
Yeah.
but he thinks it should be done in 2 weeks.
Okay, good. I say we carry that
All
over,
right.
and, 91 bond, we discussed 414 Buena Vista Road.
414 Buena Vista, I have gone out there, I'm gonna, there's an abandoned vehicle there, which, it's, on the DMV, it says it's registered until 6/19.
Yeah,
And then, but then it also says they canceled the registration in May.
okay.
So I'm hoping the fact that we've been out there, I left a notice on the door.
Right.
Is they're taking some action. But there is a fallen down fence, on one side and an abandoned vehicle. So I'm gonna say, let's send them a hearing notice.
Yeah.
For next month.
Good.
And, hopefully it'll be resolved.
All right, 645 Kings Highway, they resolved that one, didn't they?
It's still, they moved the pile of debris
Right.
out of sight, but it's still there. So I've talked to the owner, and asked him to continue to work on getting rid of that, and he said he will. He's still recovering from his hospital stay.
Okay.
He's an elderly gentleman.
Yeah, and 1310 Melville, I'm still trying to work with the owner. He's
Okay, yep.
an elderly gentleman, and we're just trying to do the best to help him out. 20 Morehouse, no change, still continues as far as.
Yep, they moved the truck
Yeah,
from the
from
front
one
yard
side
to
to
the
the other,
driveway,
yeah.
but I didn't see any plates on it. But Matt has an order out on that.
All right, 2119 is complete. I did do my final inspection. The building permits are closed, so I would like to say we take that off. I would make a motion, we take that off.
Second.
Blake, all in favor?
Yep.
Opposed? Okay, they had met everything on that. 917 Reef,
So that was referred to Matt. He sent
Right.
out an order, and I believe he said last week he was sending out a citation on that.
Mhm.
They got a dumpster, they moved
Yeah,
one
they
of
started.
one of the cars off the town property. The other one doesn't have a tire on the
Mhm.
wheel, so, but they've kind of tried to move things to their side. So it looks like they're starting, but I'm
Yep,
gonna
keep it
hold
over.
it
I say we hold it over.
and let Matt continue to work on it.
Stilson, we did do that one.
Yep.
All right, any new business?
No?
Okay, 342 Fairfield Woods Road.
This is the one you're working on with the owner?
Yes, I am, so now here, I did contact the owner. He instructed to me that they were working on plans for the new drawings. Not a super cooperative guy. He did say he would have one of his people over there to mow the lawn in a couple of days.
Did look mowed when I went.
So we are in progress. I say we just keep that, for another month, and then we send
Okay.
a notice. Because he said he's gonna put his permit in. He hasn't yet.
Okay.
So
All right.
I think we can give him, if I get the permit, then he'll work with us. He said he's just waiting on his drawings.
Okay.
Partridge,
I'm gonna make a motion, Partridge, I thought we took it off the agenda
Yeah.
already, so I'm gonna motion to take it off. It doesn't meet the criteria
I
for
second.
blight. And we did send a notice of complaint to the owner, but this is the owner that we had to have arrested before to
Okay.
take the pool down, and so they haven't done anything in response to that, but it doesn't meet the criteria for
Okay,
blight.
so I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Yep.
Opposed? Okay. 545 Pemburn, that's the fence and some garbage. Did they start working on that?
So,
Yeah.
the, property is just overgrown grass. I
Yeah.
walked the property, and aside from that post that's leaning a little
Yeah.
bit away from the fence that's leaning away from the post, there really is no other blight conditions
Yeah.
there. There's a few things on the property, but I really didn't see anything, and I don't know if that
I don't know
in and
that
of
meets
itself
the
meets the
criteria
criteria.
for blight.
I kind of got up and I shook the fence,
Yeah.
I tried to push it in a little bit, and it was, it wasn't about to go over,
Right.
in my opinion. But, so I don't know if it rises to the
I-
criteria of blight.
I'm gonna say I don't believe it does.
Okay.
All right, 11 Ronald.
11 Ronald is the corner house on
Yeah.
Ronald that is abandoned
And we
and
don't
just has
really-
overgrowth.
It's overgrowth, and I
That's all
told
it
them
is.
already, I spoke to neighbors, I did go out to the project several times, and told them we don't do lawns.
Yep.
Roseville, with the vegetation and the truck.
Yeah, so I left a card there on Friday. I've been trading calls with the owner, a couple times today, so we're just missing each other. But it's overgrowth really in one truck, and I haven't gone onto the property. There's just kind of overgrowth around the
Yeah.
truck to get a picture of the license of the truck yet. But
All right, so
the
they're gonna,
owner's being responsive, so let's
hold.
you know, let's keep it forward and see if we can get some compliance.
Okay, that being said, does somebody wanna make a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, aye? All
Aye.
right, meeting adjourned 2:18. Thank you.
Right.